This ship blew me away, and in this tour, I'm going to show you why. We'll go from top to bottom, but stick around to the end because we're saving the exclusive haven for last. Starting at the very top of the ship on deck 20 is the brand new Glow Court. This is actually the only thing on deck 20. The Glow Court isn't just basketball. It's like an interactive LED court where you can play basketball, soccer, and other interactive games like wall ball, react, and even one called Stomp. It's so much fun. It tracks your movements and is a great way to get some exercise after enjoying all the great food on Aqua. Moving down to deck 19, you're going to notice a big change. Since there's no go-kart track on this ship, the sun deck gives you lots of extra space to catch some rays and some gorgeous views. In my opinion, this is a huge improvement on this ship, and it's awesome if you're a sun worshiper. Then there's a brand new Aqua Slidecoaster. I could not wait to see what this thing was really like. I'd seen renderings, I saw it in the shipyard, but seeing it in person was amazing. So it's the world's first hybrid roller coaster and water slide at sea. And here's how it works. You step into your raft, which by the way has a comfortable back and inflated sides. You can ride with or without your cruising bestie, and you're going to start by slowly making your way up a ramp. Then dual mechanical arms thrust you up the ramp and into the slides at speeds of up to 31 miles an hour. Don't worry though, it's not scary. It's thrilling at first, but it's not scary. You can ride by yourself or with another person. Here's what you need to know about weight and height requirements. You have to be 48 inches tall to ride, and the weight limit is 300 pounds for one person, or 400 pounds combined if you ride with a second person. It is so much fun, so pack your swimsuit and give it a try. I was very happy to see that NCL picked up on a trend and added an enclosed pickleball court. Right now, it's also totally free, and it's first come, first served. Mini golf on Aqua is next level with Tea Time. This is a fun, themed golf game that wraps around the ship. They did not skimp out on this course, and there's lots of photo ops here too. For a nominal fee, you can play some golf here with your team. You can get started with one of the screens, or the staff can help you out if you need it to. On deck 18, you'll find the Kids Aqua Park. This spot is perfect for the little ones to cool off and splash around and have fun. Up next, the drop. I was terrified of this dry slide at first, but I faced my fear and it was so much fun. You're going to want to be sure to pack a shirt with sleeves and some closed-toed shoes to ride this one. They're not going to let you ride it in a swimsuit, but they're pretty flexible otherwise. But it makes sense because it gets pretty speedy, so you want your body to be covered at least a little bit with some clothing. If you've braved the drop, I want to hear all about your experience, so drop me a note down in the comments. The stadium is packed full of fun games like ping pong, foosball, shuffleboard, a beanbag toss, and some table games that I've never even seen before. I love the purple theme here, and this spot was super popular on my cruise. Just around the corner, you'll find the Bullseye bar. It's a cool little pub with a view of the Vibe Beach Club. You can hang out with your crew here and play a round of darts if you want to. It's a perfect spot to unwind after a competitive game in the stadium. It's definitely a hidden gem up here on deck 18. So what do you think about the ship so far? Let me know down in the comments which of these spots so far you're most excited to check out. Deck 17 is packed with some of the best spots on the ship. Starting at the front of the ship, the observation lounge and bar has killer views, and it's a great place to chill pretty much any time of day. There's a bar, snacks, tons of seating, and it can be a good indoor spot to take in the views if the weather gets bad on your cruise. Next, the Aqua Game Zone has one of the best selections of games I've seen at sea, and they dedicated a lot of real estate to this place. So they've got classics like Ms. Pac-Man, quite a few VR options, and even a mini bowling game. I wish I knew what these bowling games were called, so if you know, drop me a comment. Moving out to the pool deck, you'll immediately notice infinity hot tubs on both sides. The pool area is much bigger than the Prima class ships, and you'll definitely feel it here. There's so many lounge chairs, so much more space. In past ship tours, I've had some requests to call out the smoking area by the pool deck. Norwegian Aqua has a dedicated one, so here's a quick look at that. The Waves pool bar is a popular hangout, and I like that it's right by the pool. You'll also notice some open-air dining spots by the pool deck. So both the Surfside Cafe and Palomar restaurant have heated outdoor seating options that you will love. Moving inside, the buffet, also called the Surfside Cafe, serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And here's a hot tip for you. If you head all the way to the back of the buffet area, there's a spot called the Surfside Grill that serves an express breakfast in the morning, and it turns into like a burger grill at lunch. I'm not sure what happens here at dinner, but I might just have to book another cruise on Aqua to find out. But the bottom line is it gets a little bit less crowded at the very back where they have this sort of corner area, so be sure to check it out for extra seating. Opposite of Surfside, you'll find the hallway leading to both Palomar and Sukhothai, two upcharge restaurants with awesome views. On the right, the brand new Sukhothai serves 3 courses of Thai food. Now they let you order up to 3 starters, and in my opinion, the starters were the highlight of the meal. Dessert here is really good too, and I suggest the sorbet or the mango sticky rice. They're both absolutely delicious. This is a really good place to come with friends and share some entrees and some appetizers and some desserts, family style. Just off the back side of the buffet, you'll find the newly enlarged Vibe Beach Club. There's tons of plush seating here. There's gorgeous dual hot tubs and a beautiful bar. There's also a waterfall and some cool arches that make another great photo spot on this ship. On deck 16, you'll find the top level and the entrance to Mandara Spa. The check-in desk and the salon are up here, as well as the barber shop. I enjoyed a pedicure and a haircut while I was on board, and the space is really nice. The waiting area where you go to hang out and sign a little waiver before your treatment is really nicely designed, and there's beautiful art in the treatment rooms themselves. They have some great wall designs in like the massage rooms, the facial rooms. It's really beautiful. Past the salon, the Pulse Fitness Center has a nice combination of options. There's a dedicated spin room where I happened to catch the middle of a class, lots of cardio equipment, and of course, a great selection of free weights. On deck 15, you'll find the thermal suite area of the Mandara Spa. There's a huge hydrotherapy pool with some new and improved touches, plenty of sauna and steam room options, and even a salt room. Check out the charcoal and the clay saunas. They're really large and were some of my favorites in this area. The snow room is nice too when you want to alternate cold and hot therapy. In the relaxation area, they've added more thermal loungers, and there's day bed type seating in this forward area as well as those heated loungers. The views are terrific, and when I was here, I felt like the stress and pressure of daily life just melted away. Splash Academy for the kids is also on deck 15, and it has 3 stations. The staff is super friendly here, and the first station is for the little ones aged 3 to 5, and it's on the right side of the room. Then in the center, they have an interactive area that can change into a place where they can do games like Gaga Ball, and that center area also has an LED screen for interactive games. Then on the far left, they have traditional video game stations and a lounge area where I imagine the older kids hanging out. Down on deck 14, you're going to find the teen club called Entourage. It was actually closed on our sailing, so I didn't get to go inside, but I wanted you to see just a quick view of the outside of this area. On deck 12, solo cruisers will appreciate the studio lounge, where you're going to find snacks and drinks and lots of places to chill and chat with new friends. There's also an entrance to the studio lounge on deck 13 that leads you to a staircase that comes downstairs. The studio cabins on decks 12 and 13 are beautifully designed, and I think NCL did a great job with this area. Moving down to the heart of the ship, decks 6, 7, and 8 are where most of the remaining dining, shopping, and entertainment happens. Let's start with deck 8. All the way forward on deck 8, you're going to find the top level of the Aqua Theater and Club. I'm going to show the theater just once, even though it occupies decks 6, 7, and 8 as well. The space is incredible, you guys, and it can convert from a 3-level traditional theater into like a nightclub. There's lots of moving stage parts, and even the lighting comes alive here. Don't miss the shows: Elements, Revolution, A Celebration of Prince, and Rumors, the Fleetwood Mac show, which recently moved here from Sid Norman's. All amazing. They moved the Rumors show here because there wasn't enough room over in Sid Norman's, and it is so good. I'm not even a huge Fleetwood Mac fan, but I loved that show. It's phenomenal. There's lots of outdoor promenade and lounge areas on deck 8, starting with La Terraza. The seating nooks here are really cool, and you'll find that the chairs and couches are nicely designed, and they have kind of an elevated feel to them. If you want to, you can walk around the very front of the ship here too. Located on both sides of the ship, the Ocean Walk lets you walk out over the ocean with a clear glass plank beneath you. Well, it's not exactly a plank, but you see what I mean. Be sure to look down and come out here when the ship is moving over the open ocean. It's a cool sensation, and it's absolutely beautiful. Inside, the 3-level Penrose Atrium is the center of the action, especially at night. It's a 3-story glass-walled atrium, and I love how they've improved the view to the outside with all of the added glass touches. The Belvedere Bar is a popular pre- and post-dinner hangout and offers lots of seating both at the bar itself and in the atrium. Now, there's shops and boutiques on several decks in the atrium, but here's a quick look at the ones that you'll find on deck 8. Continuing on, you'll find the photo gallery where you can browse your digital photos. They also sell camera gear here, binoculars, accessories for your camera gear, and even a couple of different souvenirs. And here's a quick look at the art gallery. Just outside the photo gallery is Ocean Boulevard, which leads to the concourse. Yeah, I know, I told you, lots of outdoor space. I couldn't memorize all the names of all the outdoor decks, but they're gorgeous, and they'll give you even more space to take a stroll or just chill and watch the sunset. And of course, anytime you step out here at sunset, bring your phone or your camera and snap some pictures. Infinity Beach spans both sides of the ship and has to be one of my favorite spots. The infinity pools, day beds, and the seating here are so pretty, and they offer a nice change from the main pool deck. Onda by Scarpetta, the Italian specialty restaurant, has a cool design. And while it looks super bright by day, it takes on like a moody, romantic vibe at night. I was surprised to see that Los Lobos, the Mexican specialty restaurant, was back on Aqua. They still offer their famous and delicious tableside guacamole made to your specifications. You can have it spicy, not too spicy, however you want. And all of the entrees here are super, super tasty. The pink booths, though, at Los Lobos, so cute. And you'll find these adorable booths both inside and outside at Los Lobos, where they have an area you can dine al fresco when the weather is nice. Continuing aft, you'll find the local bar and restaurant. This spot is famous in the NCL fleet, and it serves food basically around the clock with a couple of closure times for them to kind of prepare for the next meal. And it's just such a favorite for casual food and drinks and late night snacks. Everybody talks about going here for wings after they've been partying late into the evening. Just past the local, you'll enter Indulge Food Hall, which occupies the back of the ship on deck 8. Indulge Food Hall has multiple food stations, each specializing in a different type of cuisine, like tapas, barbecue, and vegan options at the all-new Plantery. They also have Mexican food, noodles, and there's more too. So you might want to plan to eat here more than once. They serve lunch and dinner, and to my surprise, they also serve breakfast, but the breakfast is a little bit different. It's like a buffet style, but it's a nice alternative. I have to say I prefer lunch and dinner here though. Once you find a table inside or outside, you'll typically have an iPad right at your table. You can browse the menus from all of the different food stations on this tablet and place your order, which a server will deliver to you. No need to stop off at every station. Just pick a table and enjoy. There's gorgeous outdoor seating that a lot of people miss here at the very back of Indulge. And they also have 2 bars. Luna Bar is inside at Indulge, and Soleil Bar is just outside of Indulge Food Hall. Absolutely gorgeous outdoor seating here, very romantic, flowy fabrics. You're gonna love it. Down on deck 7, there's an internet desk if you ever need assistance. Then you'll find Starbucks. There's so much to love about this Starbucks. Aside from the very friendly service, the views are amazing, and they have seating that's work-friendly with built-in chargers in a couple of different stations. I saw a lot of people working here and just enjoying the beautiful glass outdoors. It's such a nice spot to chill, but to not feel like you're trapped somewhere working. They also sell a little bit of Starbucks merch here, and they offer a full menu of cold and hot drinks. This spot in the atrium is also home to Cruise Next, the Shore Excursions desk, and the friendly staff over at the onboard credit and guest services desks. As you leave the Penrose atrium, there's a hallway with more retail spots, and they call this the Gateway. As you pass the little shop stands in the gateway, you'll arrive at Sid Norman's Pourhouse, a cool venue that houses everything from the Beatles show to karaoke and other special events. It's a cozy, intimate venue that's super popular with NCL guests, and I love catching performances here. Just across from Sid's, there's more shops, including Lifestyles, that sells clothing, bags, jewelry, and gifts, and right next to it, Aficionados. Aficionados has an impressive collection of logo items, including clothing, lots and lots of mugs and drinkware, ship models, and all kinds of gifts and souvenirs to take home with you. Continuing on, the Humidor Cigar Lounge feels like it's in just the perfect place on Aqua. The decor in here is dark and leathery, but the views out the big glass window remind you of where you are on the ship, and it's nice to feel connected. Then there's the Metropolitan bar, where you can find piano music by night, and Norwegian's Sail and Sustain cocktail menu, which you can check out on little tablets. They have a full bar menu, of course, here as well. You're not limited to just the Sail and Sustain, but those are really delicious and I suggest you try them out. Then you'll find Cagneys, the steakhouse, which has a totally different look on Aqua. Let me know what you think about this green vibe down in the comments section. Now you can't miss Le Bistro, the French specialty spot on Aqua. I mean, just look at this chandelier. This chandelier is so pretty and it sets the tone for a perfect romantic dinner. I love Le Bistro, and I think they did a pretty nice job with this spot. Heading aft, you'll find Nama Sushi and Sashimi, which serves just what the name says. I ran out of time and didn't get to try this spot, but I heard it was delicious and I can't wait to be back on the ship to give it a try. Lastly, on deck 7, the light, bright, and gorgeous Hudson's main dining room. I think they did a beautiful job with this venue because regardless of where you're sitting, you have a good chance of being able to see at least a peek of the ocean. The wake views are dramatic, and I feel like this space is the epitome of classic cruising. What do you think? Do you agree? Finally, we've made it down to deck 6, which most people simply call the casino deck. You're going to find the Penrose bar here, which is technically the casino bar, followed by the casino with lots of slots and tables. Behind this door, the dedicated smoking casino, which keeps the smoke isolated. It's pretty cool. Past the casino, the Improv at Sea is where you're going to find comedy shows and other events too. This is a really cool spot. Then the whiskey bar with a full selection of, you guessed it, whiskey and whiskey-based cocktails. But don't be afraid to ask for just about anything here. I got an Aperol Spritz, and they had no issues with that request. The second main dining room, the Commodore room, is also located down on deck 6 and has some newly designed seating options. Brand new to Aqua, Swirl Wine Bars in a pretty quiet location and is a nice spot to come for a glass of wine and a quiet conversation with friends. Last but certainly not least on deck 6, Hasuki, the Teppanyaki restaurant with its gorgeous blue and white decor. Talk about bigger and better. They went all out with this space, which I love because I think teppanyaki meals are so much fun. They're a lively thing to do on a cruise, and now there's lots more tables available if you want to book it. This place is seriously huge. Now let's take a look at the Haven complex, back up on decks 16 and 17. If you're not familiar with the Haven, it's an upscale ship-within-a-ship complex that has its own concierge area, a dedicated restaurant, a dedicated lounge, and a bar. It also has an outdoor dining area, an outdoor bar, a gorgeous infinity pool off the back of the ship, and up just one level from that infinity pool, 2 hot tubs with beautiful aft views. I spoke to a few Haven loyalists and they love what Norwegian did to improve the Haven. Thank you so much for watching this ship tour of beautiful Norwegian Aqua. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to our channel and drop me a roller coaster emoji so that I will know you're new. Until next time, we'll see you on the high seas.